Introduction. Influence Mastery, Building Connections That Last. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to connect, communicate, and influence effectively is more crucial than ever. Whether you're a student, a professional, an entrepreneur, or simply someone who wants to strengthen personal relationships, mastering the art of influence can transform your interactions and enrich your life. Welcome to Influence Mastery, Building Connections That Last, your companion on this journey to creating meaningful, lasting connections. Imagine walking into a room full of strangers and leaving with new friends who are eager to support your endeavors. Picture transforming hesitant clients into loyal partners or turning tense family discussions into collaborative dialogues. This book aims to equip you with the tools and insights needed to make these scenarios a reality. Benefits of reading this book. 1. Enhance communication skills. At the heart of influence lies the power of communication. This book will guide you in honing your ability to listen more attentively, express your ideas clearly, and engage in conversations that foster mutual understanding. 2. Improved relationships. Through practical tips and relatable examples, you'll learn how to strengthen both personal and professional relationships, turning casual acquaintances into lasting allies. 3. Increased confidence. Knowledge is empowering. By understanding the dynamics of influence and connection, you will naturally feel more confident when engaging with others, leading to more fruitful interactions. 4. Career advancement. Influence is a key component in leadership and professional growth. You'll discover how to effectively persuade others, garner support for your ideas, and lead with empathy, enhancing your career prospects. 5. Personal fulfillment. Building genuine connections enriches our lives. The joy of sharing experiences and creating a supportive network around you contributes to overall happiness and life satisfaction. As you embark on this journey through the 12 carefully crafted chapters of Influence Mastery, Building Connections That Last, you'll find real-world stories, actionable strategies, and exercises designed to help you apply what you learn. Whether you seek success in business, harmony in your personal life, or simply a deeper understanding of human connections, this book will serve as your guide to unlocking the potential of influence. Together, we will embark on a path not just to influence, but to authentically connect and create a lasting impact on those around you. Chapter 1. The Art of First Impressions. First impressions matter. In our fast-paced world, we often only get one chance to show who we are. The first impression is like a snapshot, one that can speak volumes about your character before a word is even spoken. This chapter is about mastering the art of first impressions by focusing on 3 fundamental elements: a smile, a genuine handshake, and making others feel valued. The power of a smile. A simple smile has the power to light up a room and set people at ease. It is the universal language of kindness. When you smile genuinely, it creates an instant connection, breaking down walls and inviting positive interaction. For instance, imagine meeting someone new at a gathering. You are nervous and unsure what to say. A sincere smile can bridge that gap, saying more than words ever could. It tells the other person, "I am approachable, I am friendly, I'm glad to meet you." Your smile should be genuine, reflecting warmth and sincerity. People can easily tell a fake smile from a real one, so allow your eyes to smile too. This conveys authenticity, showing that your emotions are genuine and your goodwill is real. The genuine handshake. A handshake is more than just a courtesy. It is a form of physical communication that reveals respect and makes a meaningful first contact. The essentials of a good handshake include eye contact during the clasp, a firm yet pleasant grip, and a vibrant sense of enthusiasm while shaking hands. Consider walking into a room full of strangers. You've been introduced to someone significant in your industry. A warm, firm handshake lets that person know you're confident yet approachable. The gesture itself conveys that you appreciate this opportunity and respect the person you are meeting. Avoid overpowering the other person with a bone-crushing grip or a lifeless hand that indicates disinterest. A balance of firmness and warmth reassures the person you are engaging with, laying the groundwork for trustworthy interaction. Making people feel valued. Beyond gestures, the heart of a first impression lies in appreciation. When you meet someone new, showing genuine interest makes a lasting impression. People want to feel seen and important, and you can foster these feelings with small but meaningful efforts. For example, when meeting someone for the first time, use their name in conversation and show a vested interest by asking about their passions or opinions. Paying attention and responding thoughtfully can turn an ordinary meeting into a memorable one. If you make someone feel valued from the start, you're planting the seeds for a potential fruitful relationship. Remember, first impressions can last. Even if the initial meeting is brief, the memory of your positive presence can endure long after you've parted ways. A brilliant smile, a sincere handshake, and a genuine interest not only speak volumes to those you meet, but set the stage for vibrant, promising encounters in the future. In conclusion, a great first impression combines open friendliness, respectful physical gestures, and emotional intelligence. By mastering these elements, you'll not only win friends, indeed, you'll be that person others look forward to meeting again. You're now ready to delve deeper, exploring invaluable skills that will empower you to connect meaningfully with others. Chapter 2: Listening with Intent. In our fast-paced world, truly listening is a rare art. Imagine having a conversation where the other person feels valued and understood. Such moments build the foundation of trust and deepen connections. This chapter focuses on how to master the skill of listening with intent. The essence of listening. Listening goes beyond simply hearing words. It's about engaging with the speaker's emotions and perspectives. When someone feels heard, they feel seen. Active listening creates a space where relationships can flourish and grow. Consider Edward, a manager whose team was disengaged. He attended meetings but rarely paid attention, thinking more about his responses than the information being shared. Realizing the discontent, Edward decided to actively listen. He soon noticed a shift. His team began to open up, offering ideas and feedback, feeling their voices mattered. The benefits of active listening. Active listening not only strengthens relationships but also enhances personal growth. When we listen, we give ourselves the chance to learn from others' experiences. It broadens our understanding and enriches our lives with diverse perspectives. Techniques for better listening. 1. Be present. When someone speaks, give them your full attention. Put away distractions like phones and laptops. Make eye contact and show engagement through nods or brief verbal acknowledgments. This demonstrates that you value their words. 2. Ask questions. Inquire further by asking open-ended questions. Instead of asking, "Did you finish the project?" opt for, "What were some challenges you encountered with the project?" This invites deeper conversation and shows genuine interest. 3. Reflect and summarize. After the speaker has finished, summarize their main points. Phrases like, "What I'm hearing is," or "It sounds like you're saying," not only confirm understanding, but also open up the floor for further clarification. 4. Avoid judgment. Refrain from premature judgments or forming responses while the other person is speaking. Focus on their message and emotions instead. Judging too soon can erect barriers to effective communication. 5. Listen with empathy. Try to step into the speaker's shoes, feel their emotions, and understand their perspectives. This empathetic approach builds a deeper connection and understanding. The impact of listening. When we listen with intent, we communicate profound respect and value towards the speaker. Imagine a teacher, Lisa, who practiced active listening with her students. Rather than dismissing their worries, she leaned in, understanding their struggles. This change not only improved their academic performance, but also fostered a classroom of trust and encouragement, building the foundation of trust. Effective listening is foundational in both personal and professional spheres. It builds trust, reduces conflict, and paves the way for collaboration. Whether conversing with a friend, grappling with a challenge, or engaging with a colleague on a project, listening with intent assures them their voices matter. Concluding thoughts. Mastering the art of listening with intent can significantly enhance the quality of your interactions. Take the time, create the space, and observe the transformation in your relationships. Practice daily. Remember Edward and Lisa's examples, and let listening with genuine interest become your bridge to understanding and growth. Your intentional listening will undoubtedly inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of empathy and trust among the people you engage with. In a world filled with noise, Be the listening ear that resonates with understanding. Chapter 3. Finding Common Ground. In the tapestry of human interaction, finding common ground is like discovering a connective thread that weaves us closer to each other. It allows us to bridge gaps, overcome differences, and foster stronger relationships. Learning to uncover these shared interests can transform our conversations and deepen our bonds with those around us. The essence of connection. Imagine meeting someone for the first time. You exchange greetings, and a cloud of awkwardness may hover as you fumble for words. Now picture this. While discussing everyday experiences like weather, travel, or hobbies, you stumble upon something you both share: a love for hiking, a passion for cooking, or even a keen interest in historical documentaries. Suddenly, the conversation springs to life as you both animate around the topic. This is the magic of finding common ground. The approach. Finding shared interests doesn't have to be a hard task. Here are some strategies that can help you naturally discover common ground. 1. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of queries that prompt a simple yes or no, try asking questions that invite elaboration. For example, what do you enjoy doing on weekends? Encourages more informative responses than do you like weekends? 2. Listen deeply. Pay attention not just to the words, but the emotions and enthusiasm in someone's voice. When your friend talks about a weekend project with excitement, it's a signal. Dive deeper into it, ask more about it, show genuine interest, and share your own related experiences if possible. 3. Share. Don't dominate. Conversation is a dance, not a monologue. Balance sharing your own experiences with probing into theirs. Using phrases like, "That's fascinating," "I've always wanted to try something similar," can gently lead to discovering more shared territory. Number 4. Observe nonverbal cues. Sometimes people express what they're passionate about through nonverbal cues. Bright eyes, animated gestures, or a comfortable smile can hint at topics they are keen to explore further. Transformative benefits. When you find something in common, it establishes an instant sense of camaraderie. You transform from being strangers to, someone who gets it. It fosters trust, makes communication smoother, and even broadens your own horizons through its exchange. Finding common ground doesn't just improve conversations, it builds relationships based on understanding, respect, and shared joy. Consider two colleagues working on separate projects. They discover a mutual enthusiasm for marathon running during a casual lunch. What was once a simple office acquaintance could evolve into training partners who not only cheer each other's achievements, but also provide mutual support during challenges. This foundation bolsters their teamwork and enriches their personal lives. Bridging diverse perspectives. Sometimes finding common ground means seeing beyond differences. You might not share everything in common, and that's okay. Look for overarching themes. For example, if you're discussing travel with someone who loves beach vacations while you're a mountain person, focus on the underlying fascination with exploration. Challenge: expanding your conversations. As an exercise, try engaging with a colleague, friend, or even a new acquaintance without a specific agenda in mind. Approach them with openness about your shared human experience, whether it's as simple as discussing a favorite seasonal activity or unraveling new interests. Notice how this changes the depth and ease of your connection. Remember, discovering common ground is not about forcing similarities. It's about patiently uncovering them and celebrating the shared elements of our human existence. As these connections deepen over time, they enrich your interactions and bring a deeper sense of fulfillment and collaboration into your life. Together, we can create a world built on mutual understanding, respect, and joy. Chapter 4. The Power of Positive Reinforcement. Imagine a friend who always makes you feel good about yourself, who notices your accomplishments, big or small, and never shies away from telling you how much your efforts matter. That's the magic of positive reinforcement. It's not just about throwing compliments around. It's about genuinely acknowledging the value others bring into your life and showing them their impact. The heartfelt compliment. A genuine compliment can make someone's day. It's important to recognize that everyone is doing their best in their own way. The key is to notice and appreciate these efforts. Consider a colleague who consistently puts extra effort into projects. Telling them, "I noticed the extra details you added to the presentation," it truly brought everything together, can boost their confidence and encourage them to keep contributing their best. The essence of heartfelt compliments lies in authenticity. People can often distinguish between a genuine acknowledgement and a half-hearted remark. Ensure your compliments reflect sincerity and understanding of the person's strengths. Acknowledging achievements. Everyone loves to be seen and heard, especially when they achieve something meaningful. This doesn't necessarily mean monumental accomplishments. Even small victories hold significance. Imagine a team member who successfully navigated a tough week. Acknowledging their resilience by saying, "I saw how you managed everything under pressure this week. Your dedication and focus really stood out," can be greatly motivating. It's a small gesture, yet it has the power to uplift and inspire. Building motivation through encouragement. Positive reinforcement isn't just about uplifting words, it's a key driver of motivation. When people feel appreciated, they are more inclined to embrace challenges and strive for excellence. By recognizing and voicing the strengths and potential in others, you help to build a foundation of confidence and self-worth. Take, for example, a family member learning to cook. Even if the first attempt is far from perfect, encouraging their effort with words like, "I see how much effort you put into this dish. It's great to see you trying new things," ignites a spark of motivation. This recognition propels them to improve and experiment further. Demonstrating appreciation. Appreciation begins with observation. Pay attention to the people around you, and you'll discover countless opportunities to reinforce their positive behaviors. Saying thank you, sending a thoughtful note, or expressing gratitude in person are simple yet effective methods to show your appreciation. Consider a time when you felt unnoticed despite your hard work. Imagine how a simple acknowledgement could have transformed your experience. It's these moments of reinforcement that strengthen our connections with others, creating a ripple effect of goodwill. Reinforcement in everyday life. Incorporate positive reinforcement into your daily routine. Whether at home, at work, or in social settings, nurturing this habit will enhance your relationships. As you practice, you'll start to notice the profound impact your words have on others. Moods and motivations. Begin with yourself. Reflect on your achievements and strengths, and give yourself genuine credit. By understanding the value of positive reinforcement in your own life, you will naturally extend this spirit to others. Conclusion. The power of positive reinforcement holds immense potential to transform relationships, boost morale, and foster a supportive environment that encourages growth. By offering genuine compliments and recognizing achievements, you not only help others see their worth, but also cultivate a culture of appreciation that enhances every interaction. Spread positivity, celebrate efforts, and witness the unfolding of stronger, more motivating connections in your life. Chapter 5. Authenticity, being true to yourself. In a world where appearance often seems more significant than reality, staying true to oneself can feel like a revolutionary act. Yet, authenticity is the cornerstone of deep, trusting connections. When we are authentic, people sense our sincerity and are naturally drawn to us. Let's explore why being genuine is so vital and how it can dramatically enhance your influence and respect. Imagine meeting someone who adjusts their personality, like changing clothes, based on whom they are interacting with. Initially, they might come across as adaptable or charming, but over time, such behavior tends to breed mistrust. People sense when someone isn't consistent or authentic, and it makes them wary. In contrast, consider the people you respect the most. They likely have some common traits: confidence in who they are, a commitment to their values, and consistency in their actions. Authenticity begins with self-awareness. To be genuine, you need to have a clear understanding of who you are, what your values are, and what you stand for. This doesn't mean being unchanging or inflexible, but being grounded in your core beliefs. Take, for example, an artist who paints because art is their expression of joy, rather than someone who only creates for fame or fortune. The latter might find success, but it's the former, the authentic artist, whose work truly resonates with people. Honesty is another crucial aspect of authenticity. This doesn't mean sharing every detail of your life openly with everyone, but rather being truthful to yourself and those around you. When you express your real thoughts and feelings constructively, people are more likely to trust and respect you. They appreciate the courage it takes to be straightforward, even when it involves challenging conversations. Consistency further enhances authenticity. When you consistently act according to your values and portray a steady character, others find it easier to predict and trust your actions. This is not to suggest rigidness, but rather a reliability that others can depend on. Think of a friend who is always there when they say they will be. Such consistency breeds deep trust and respect. Authenticity is not about being perfect. In fact, showing vulnerability fosters deeper connections. Accepting and communicating your imperfections makes you relatable. Consider a leader who admits mistakes openly and demonstrates a willingness to learn. Their team respects and follows them not because they are flawless, but because their humility and openness make them credible. To cultivate authenticity, practice mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts, your surroundings, and how you present yourself. Reflect regularly on whether your actions align with your core values. When faced with decisions, ask yourself if you're choosing based on what you believe rather than what others expect. Also, nurture your interests and passions. Pursuing what truly excites you feeds your soul and keeps you aligned with your authentic self. Whether it's writing, sports, or cooking, dedicate time to activities that resonate with your identity and enhance your well-being. In conclusion, authenticity is about being honest, consistent, and aligning with your true self. It's a courageous journey that requires introspection and vulnerability, but offers profound rewards in terms of respect and influence. By embracing authenticity, you not only stand firm in the winds of societal pressures, but also draw people to you who appreciate and respect the real you. As you continue on this path, remember you are creating space for authentic relationships, rich in honesty, trust, and mutual respect. And in return, you will find that people are not just acquaintances, but allies who value the true essence of who you are. Chapter 6: Handling Criticism Gracefully. Criticism, whether we like it or not, is an inevitable part of life. It can sting like a bee, but if received and given gracefully, it becomes a powerful tool for growth and improvement. In this chapter, we will unpack the art of handling criticism gracefully, both as a giver and a receiver, so that it strengthens rather than strains our relationships. Accepting criticism. Listen actively. When someone criticizes us, our first instinct might be to defend ourselves or reject the feedback. However, it's crucial to pause and listen actively. Try to understand the essence of their words without jumping to conclusions about their intent. Example: imagine your colleague suggests that your presentation lacked clarity. Instead of feeling attacked, consider their perspective and ask questions like, "Can you tell me which parts were unclear?" This shows you're open to improvement and value constructive feedback. Separate the message from the messenger. Criticism can feel personal, but it's essential to separate feelings from facts. Focus on the message rather than the person delivering it. People may offer feedback in a way that reflects their own mood or issues. Looking beyond that can help you gain insights without emotional turmoil. Example: your manager points out that your reports are often late. Instead of resenting them, reflect on possible improvements to your time management skills. This approach helps build mutual respect and avoids unnecessary tension. Embrace a growth mindset. View criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than as a failure or personal flaw. A growth mindset helps you see each piece of feedback as a stepping stone towards becoming better, fostering confidence and adaptability in the long run. Example: an artist receives reviews suggesting their colors are too somber. Rather than quitting, they explore different palettes, discovering new dimensions to their work. Giving constructive criticism, be specific and solution-focused. Avoid vague comments and focus on specific behaviors or outcomes. Aim to provide constructive criticism that identifies a problem but also suggests possible solutions. Example: instead of saying, "You're always late with your reports," try, "I've noticed the past 3 reports were submitted past the deadline. Is there a way I can help you manage your workload to meet future deadlines on time?" Choose the right time and place. Timing and environment significantly impact how your feedback is received. Constructive criticism is best given in private settings where the person can focus and respond without feeling pressured or embarrassed. Example: If a teammate has been monopolizing meetings, speak to them after the session in a calm, non-public environment. Use I statements. Frame your feedback with I statements to express your observations and feelings without assigning blame. This stance makes the interaction less confrontational and maintains respect. Example, say, I felt confused when the meeting agenda changed last minute, rather than, you always change the agenda last minute. Maintaining mutual respect, express appreciation. Whether you are giving or receiving criticism, acknowledging the other person's willingness to engage in a difficult conversation shows that you value their input and perspective. Example, after a feedback session with a colleague, say, I appreciate your feedback as it helps me improve. Accept responsibility. When criticism is valid, take responsibility. Owning up to mistakes fosters trust and respect from others, more so than deflecting blame. Example, I realize I didn't communicate the project updates clearly, and I apologize for any confusion caused. I'll make sure to be clearer next time. Follow up. After a critical exchange, follow-up is vital to ensure resolution and improvement. Revisit the point of criticism after some time to discuss progress or any lingering issues. Example, a week after a difficult conversation, check in with your team member to see if the stray. Chapter 7, The Language of Empathy. Empathy is the bridge that connects us to others on a deeper, more personal level. It's the quiet force that helps us perceive the world through someone else's eyes and understand their emotions. When we truly embrace empathy, we create an environment where healthy relationships and effective collaboration can flourish. Understanding empathy. Empathy is not just about acknowledging another person's feelings. It's about genuinely understanding and appreciating them. Imagine you're wearing a pair of glasses that let you see the world from someone else's perspective. That's empathy in action. Without this perspective, communication is one-sided and lacks the richness and depth needed for real connection. Listening with heart. To speak the language of empathy, we must first learn to listen with our hearts. This means being present and attentive, focusing not only on words, but also on tone, body language, and silences. Consider the experience of a coworker who seems unusually quiet. Instead of making assumptions, approach them with openness and a willingness to listen. Simply saying, I've noticed you've been quieter than usual. Is there something you'd like to talk about? Can invite honest and meaningful dialogue. Reflecting feelings. One of the most powerful ways to show empathy is to reflect back what you perceive the other person is feeling. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them or solve their problem. It means acknowledging their emotional state. For instance, if a friend says, I'm really stressed about the upcoming presentation, you might respond, it sounds like you're feeling a lot of pressure right now. This validation can be incredibly comforting and shows that you value their emotional experience. Sharing your own experiences. Empathy also involves sharing your own relatable experiences, yet doing so with care. By sharing a personal story, you can demonstrate that you've faced similar challenges and emotions, fostering a sense of camaraderie. Just ensure that the focus remains on the other person, not your own narrative. Your experience should be a gateway to further understanding, not a diversion. Building empathetic connections. Incorporating empathy into your daily interactions takes practice and mindfulness. Start with small steps, like reminding yourself to pause and consider the feelings of others when conversations get challenging. Practice asking open-ended questions and give space for honest responses. It's these questions that uncover the depth and complexity of another's experience and nurture trust. The impact of empathy on collaboration. When we prioritize empathy, collaboration thrives. Team dynamics shift from individual agendas to a shared purpose. By understanding and valuing the diverse emotions and insights each person brings, projects become more balanced and innovative solutions emerge naturally. Conclusion. Empathy is not a skill reserved for special occasions. It is the key to meaningful and lasting relationships in both personal and professional settings. As we engage with empathy, we unlock a world where everyone feels heard, understood, and valued. By crafting our communication with this language, we pave the way for connections that inspire, motivate, and sustain us through life's journey. Empathy is the essence of human understanding, and by mastering this language, we open ourselves to a life rich with relationship and collaboration. Let's embrace empathy as a core strength and unleash the transformative power it holds. Chapter 8: Influencing Through Persuasion. Imagine standing at a crossroads where the decision to follow one path or another could change your journey. In life's many interactions, influencing others through persuasion is often like standing at that crossroads. It's about guiding others with understanding and respect, not by pushing your agenda, but by aligning your goals with theirs. Understanding persuasion. Persuasion is the art of presenting your ideas in a way that resonates with others. It's not about manipulation, which implies coercion or dishonesty. Persuasion is sincere and ethical, built on mutual respect and trust. It's about offering value and creating win-win situations. Let's explore how you can master this delicate art. Know your audience. Before any meaningful interaction, understanding who you are speaking to is crucial. Ask yourself, what are their needs, desires, or concerns? For example, imagine you're a project manager proposing a new idea to your team. Before the meeting, consider each member's perspective. Perhaps one member is concerned about time constraints, while another is focused on innovation. Tailor your message, ensuring you address these areas. Create a connection. Building a genuine connection fosters an environment where persuasion can flourish. A smile, eye contact, or even a simple "How was your weekend?" can set a positive tone. Establishing rapport creates a space where ideas can flow more freely. Consider how a teacher starts a class with a lighthearted story to engage students. It fosters interest and makes students more receptive. Use the power of stories. Stories are powerful tools for persuasion. They breathe life into your message and make complex ideas relatable. If you want to persuade your colleagues to support a new project direction, share a success story from your past experience. Highlight problems overcome and lessons learned. This not only illustrates the benefits but also inspires trust and belief in your proposal. Be clear and concise. People appreciate clarity. A muddled message risks misinterpretation or dismissal. When presenting your ideas, be straightforward. Use simple language and avoid jargon that might confuse or alienate your audience. For example, when explaining a technical process to a non-technical team, simplify the terminology. Your aim is to make your idea easily digestible. Offer solutions, not problems. No one likes to feel weighed down by problems. Frame your ideas as solutions. If you're discussing potential changes in organizational procedures, emphasize how these changes address existing issues. Highlight benefits such as increased efficiency or improved morale. Such a positive approach shifts the focus towards growth and improvement. Build credibility. Your influence is amplified when others see you as credible. Demonstrating expertise and reliability is key. Whether through past experience or specialized knowledge, your credibility can open doors. Even simple actions like staying informed about industry trends or admitting when you don't have an answer can endear you to others and enhance your persuasive authority. Appeal to emotions. While logic is vital, emotions drive decisions. Consider what motivates your audience emotionally. If you're encouraging a community initiative, appeal to values like compassion or pride in community spirit. An emotional connection can often convey your point more powerfully than facts alone. Provide a call to action. Every persuasive interaction should conclude with a clear call to action. Guide your audience on what steps to take next. For instance, if you've delivered a presentation on adopting a new software tool, end with practical next steps. Request feedback, schedule a trial period, or set a meeting to discuss implementation. Conclusion. Persuasion is an elegant dance of understanding and expression. By respecting the perspectives of others, you remove the adversarial nature often associated with influence. Remember, the aim is not just to have others agree with you, but to create. Chapter 9. Conflict Resolution with Tact. Conflict is a natural part of human interactions. Whether it arises at work, home, or between friends, disagreements are inevitable. How we handle these conflicts, however, can determine whether they lead to growth or broken relationships. Resolving conflicts with tact involves not just addressing the issue at hand, but nurturing the relationship along the way. Start with understanding. The first step in resolving any conflict is understanding both sides of the story. Often, we rush to defend our perspective without fully hearing the other person's viewpoint. To turn disagreements into constructive dialogue, take a step back and give the other person your full attention. Listen actively, nod, and make notes if necessary to show you value their opinion. For instance, imagine two colleagues disagreeing about a new project direction. Instead of immediately defending your ideas, pause and ask them to elaborate on theirs. Simple questions like, "Can you tell me more?" or "What makes you feel this way?" can open doors to understanding and clarity. Stay calm and centered. Emotions can run high in conflicts. Staying calm is key to preventing escalation. Take deep breaths, count to 10, or take a short break if needed. A calm approach not only sets the tone, but also helps you think clearly and objectively. Consider a tense family discussion. While you might feel the urge to react defensively at a heated remark, maintaining a composed demeanor can help diffuse tension and encourage open dialogue rather than emotional outbursts. Focus on the issue, not the individual. It's easy to let frustrations lead to personal attacks. However, focusing on the problem, not the person, is critical to resolving the conflict effectively. Keep the conversation about the issue at hand and avoid blaming or belittling language. For example, instead of saying, "You always ruin things with your carelessness," try saying, "I noticed the document had some errors. How can we ensure it's accurate next time?" This shifts the focus from personal attributes to solution-oriented discussions. Empathy as a core tool. Putting yourself in the other person's shoes can be a game changer in conflicts. Empathy builds a bridge of understanding. Express that you recognize how they might be feeling and show that their perspective is important to you. Imagine you're involved in a disagreement over household responsibilities. Telling your partner, "I understand you feel overwhelmed managing work and cleaning, and I want to find a way to make this easier for both of us," demonstrates empathy and a willingness to work together. Seek win-win solutions. The goal of conflict resolution is not necessarily for one party to prevail, but for both to feel heard and valued. Aim for solutions that benefit everyone involved. This may require compromise or even creative thinking to find a third option that wasn't initially visible. For instance, in a negotiation scenario, instead of each side stubbornly sticking to their guns, brainstorm together to find creative solutions that satisfy both parties' primary needs, fostering a collaborative spirit. Apologize when necessary. Apologizing is not a sign of weakness. A sincere apology can mend bridges and restore trust. If during the conflict you realize you've misstepped, accept responsibility gracefully. This not only diffuses tension, but also shows maturity and accountability. Conclude on a positive note. Even when conflicts are resolved, it's important to end on a positive note. Express gratitude for the honest conversation and reaffirm your commitment to maintaining a positive relationship moving forward. For example, say, "I'm glad we could talk this through. It helps us grow stronger together," to leave the other person feeling valued and respected. In summary, resolving conflicts with tact is an art that can turn potential relationship breakers into opportunities for growth. By employing understanding, empathy, and focusing on collaborative solutions, we can navigate disagreements. Chapter 10. Creating a personal network. Imagine a garden, vibrant with flowers, each blossom a friend, a colleague, or a mentor. Just like a gardener nurtures their plants, you too can cultivate meaningful relationships in your personal and professional life. Building and maintaining a network is less about quantity and more about quality. It's about fostering genuine connections that enrich both your life and the lives of others. Start with a smile. First impressions are crucial in networking. Approach new interactions with a friendly demeanor, genuine interest, and a warm smile. A simple smile can break barriers and set a positive tone for the relationship. People are drawn to warmth and sincerity, so let your enthusiasm shine through. Cultivate genuine interest. When meeting someone new, focus on understanding who they are. Ask questions that reflect your genuine curiosity about their passions, experiences, and aspirations. Listen actively and remember important details they share. This shows that you value them as individuals beyond just another contact in your network. Find shared interests. Another step in building a solid network is identifying common ground, whether it's a shared hobby, a mutual acquaintance, or similar professional goals, finding something in common creates a foundation on which you can build a relationship. Shared interests make conversations richer and interactions more enjoyable. Add value to others. A strong networker seeks to give more than they take. Consider how you can support, empower, or assist those within your network. This could be through sharing knowledge, providing resources, or even recommending opportunities. Your willingness to help others reflects positively on your character, fostering deeper trust and mutual respect. Be consistent. Consistency is key in maintaining relationships, whether it's sending a quick message, congratulating someone on a recent achievement, or simply catching up over coffee. Regular interactions keep connections alive. Letting people know you value the relationship will create a bond that grows stronger over time. Embrace diversity. Don't limit your network to people similar to you. Embrace diversity by connecting with individuals from different backgrounds and industries. This not only broadens your perspective, but also opens doors to opportunities you might not have previously considered. Attend events. Community activities, industry conferences, or local meetups provide opportunities to expand your network. Engage with different groups and partake in conversations. These events are fertile ground for forming new relationships. Remember to follow up with new connections afterward, ensuring the interaction is not a fleeting encounter, but the start of a growing friendship. Utilize digital platforms. In today's digital age, platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, or relevant forums can help build your personal network. Engage with people through meaningful comments, shared articles, or collaborative projects. While digital connections might seem less personal, they can be just as impactful when nurtured appropriately. Be authentic. Throughout all your networking efforts, authenticity remains paramount. Be genuine in your interactions and true to yourself. People are quick to sense when someone is being insincere. By staying authentic, you attract like-minded individuals, fostering connections grounded in realness and respect. Reflect and grow. Lastly, periodically reflect on your network. Are your connections mutually beneficial? Is there potential for growth in certain relationships? Consider this reflection as routine maintenance for your network garden, pulling out weeds and nurturing the flowers you wish to see blossom. Creating a personal network is an ongoing journey of discovery and growth. By investing effort into building and maintaining genuine relationships, you're not just creating a network, but cultivating a community that supports and uplifts you throughout your life's endeavors. Chapter 11. The Role of Humor in Relationships. Humor is a universal language that can bridge gaps and create warmth among people. It has the unique power to break barriers, lighten the atmosphere, and bring individuals closer together. Laughter is often described as the best medicine, and when used appropriately, humor can be a vital tool in building and nurturing relationships. However, the key to using humor effectively lies in knowing how to wield it without causing offense or discomfort. The power of humor. Consider a situation where you meet someone new. The atmosphere might feel tense or awkward, but a well-timed joke or a funny observation can change everything. Laughter instantly eases tension, opens up lines of communication, and sets the stage for deeper connections. It creates a shared experience and signals that it's okay to relax and be yourself. Finding the right balance. Not all humor is created equal. The best kind of humor is inclusive rather than isolating. This means focusing on jokes or stories that everyone can enjoy. Humor should never come at the expense of someone else's feelings or rely on sarcasm, which can often be misinterpreted. The goal is to make people feel good, not to make them the butt of a joke. Knowing your audience sensitivity to context and awareness of your audience is crucial. What might be funny in one group might be inappropriate in another. A joke that makes your close friends laugh might be out of place in a professional setting. Respect cultural differences and personal boundaries when choosing your humor material. Using humor to build bridges. Humor can break down barriers of awkwardness or unfamiliarity. Let's take the example of a work meeting where two departments that rarely interact need to collaborate on a project. Initially, people might stick to their own groups, unsure how to engage with the new faces. By introducing a lighthearted icebreaker or funny story, individuals from both teams can relax and start interacting more freely, fostering a sense of unity. The healing power of humor. Humor not only helps in breaking the ice, but can also heal strained relationships. Imagine two friends who had a disagreement. A playful, genuine joke related to the situation can help both parties look beyond the conflict, bringing them back to their shared moments of joy and reminding them of the strength of their bond. Humor through self-deprecation. One effective method of using humor is self-deprecation. When you make a joke about yourself, it shows humility and confidence. It can put others at ease since it demonstrates that you don't take yourself too seriously. However, it's important not to overdo it, as it might convey low self-esteem or lack of self-respect. Humor as a tool for positivity. Use humor to maintain a positive atmosphere. A good sense of humor draws people toward you, allowing you to spread positivity in any group. For instance, in challenging situations or stressful times, humor can serve as a coping mechanism. Sharing a lighthearted moment or joke can provide relief and encourage collaboration to overcome hurdles. Conclusion: humor with heart. In essence, humor is about connection. It should act as a tool for inclusion, joy, and understanding. Use it to create positive experiences and foster an environment where people feel appreciated and understood. Humor, at its core, should come from a place of kindness and goodwill. When used with sincerity, it builds strong, lasting relationships and helps sustain them over time. Chapter 12: Sustaining Influence Over Time. In life, building relationships is often just the beginning. The true test lies in nurturing and sustaining these connections. As we journey through life's varying seasons, maintaining influence over time isn't about changing who you are to meet others' expectations. It's about being consistently reliable, authentic, and supportive. Staying relevant. Staying pertinent in someone's life doesn't mean you have to always be at the forefront of every interaction or trend. It's about understanding what matters to the people you care about and aligning your support with those priorities. For instance, if a friend is passionate about a new hobby, showing genuine interest or even learning a little about it can reinforce your significance in their life. Set aside time to reach out regularly, even with just a quick message or a phone call. This simple act conveys that you value the connection and aren't taking it for granted. Being dependable. Reliability is the cornerstone of trust. It's in the small yet consistent acts, being there when you promise, actively listening, and supporting others in their times of need. For example, consider a time when you needed help. Remember how comforting it was for someone to be there for you. Be that person in the lives of others. When people know they can count on you, it strengthens the bonds of trust, making your influence more enduring. Offering support and encouragement. Offer support without needing to be asked. Looking out for opportunities to help others grow showcases your commitment to their success. Whether it's as small as offering advice on a challenging task or celebrating their achievements, these actions underscore your role as a reliable presence in their journey. Encourage others in their pursuits, reminding them of their strengths and potential. This empowerment fosters a sense of partnership and mutual respect, ensuring that your relationship is built on more than just past shared experiences. Adapting to change. Life is a series of transitions, and as people grow, so do their needs and desires. Embrace change as a constant factor and adjust your interactions accordingly. This doesn't mean changing your core values, but rather being flexible in how you engage with evolving circumstances. Suppose a colleague transitions from your workplace, but is pursuing a career you're unfamiliar with. Simply acknowledging their effort and expressing genuine interest can maintain the rapport, even when you no longer share the same environment. Celebrating milestones. Celebrate not just the grand moments, but the little victories too. Acknowledging birthdays, anniversaries, or personal accomplishments shows you're invested in more than a transactional relationship. It signals appreciation of their journey. Remember, it's not the magnitude of your celebration, but the thought and sincerity behind it that counts. Continuously learning and growing. Finally, your ability to influence over time depends significantly on your personal growth. Pursue self-improvement actively and bring those newfound insights into your interactions. Share what you learn, motivate others to learn from their challenges, and be open to their perspectives. People are drawn to others who inspire them to become better, creating a nurturing cycle of mutual development. Sustaining influence over time is about the art of balancing genuine interest in others with maintaining your authenticity. It's about nurturing relationships through attentiveness, dependability, support, celebration, and personal growth. By doing so, you not only preserve connections, but strengthen them, ensuring they thrive across life's variety of landscapes.